down there, I guess.
Detective, craving a grimly satisfying reminder.
Okay, then let's see where two.
I'm going to search for Azrael's burning bat symbol and continue his tests.
Airship, the malicious hideout, and the abandoned film studios.
We want to do that.
Every riddle has been placed. My master plan is in effect. Forget all those other pretenders. Remember who your real nemesis is. Nemesis.
Ain't you, Riddler? Anybody it would have been is over.
Batman! It's not a freaking tank! Come on, get us out of here!
Damn it.
He was broken, crying. It was pathetic. And what's up with that red mask?
Wait, are they complaining about Arkham Knight? Would kind of make sense.
Is there anywhere left that ain't been
Face.
looted? I'm getting bored. Batman just hit a serpent drone!
Yep, damn right I did. And there's only two left. You know, the serpent one ain't gonna get me.
Ivy saved Gotham? Sell out. You think it's safe being out here again? So if the bat beats Scarecrow, we still get paid, right?
Yeah, you definitely get paid if there's nobody to pay you.
Serpent down!
And there's another one. The Arkham Knight. For your dual. Why not? Oh, I'm needing to do this with somebody that's. You know, I'm trying to make dual boost. Great. Right. Oh, no, I pressed the wrong button.
Simulation activated.
We're gonna.
gonna hurt.
We're gonna leave you with a... We got a body.
Come on. It's been so good.
This'll be easy.
Oh, this will be too easy.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
Simulation complete.
There we go. Just a second. Oh. I have 3 now. What to spend on, what to spend on. I guess I could get this. That's always handy. Ooh, combos, right. Like that. Oops. Away that hold release plate. Oh, it's tanks on special combo meters. Alright. Okay. That would make sense, but this is just gonna be an exploration.
Not getting caught like last time.
I have no idea if I can continue. Quest with what's his name? Azrael.
So I tried one of those question mark games they have around here. Pretty fun. Couldn't do it though.
Still going after the commish? Honestly, Bruce, first he punches you, then he betrays you, then he goes and shoots you. I've got to say, I'm actually starting to warm to dear old Jimbo. Shame he's probably dead.
Jeez. Of course you would warn the guy who's trying to kill the person whose body you're currently in.
I'm okay. You sure? Yeah, it's just earlier for
Come on, why
half a second.
why game?
I think I breathed in a tiny bit of scare.
I'm trying to do this.
Jesus, what happened? Nothing at first. But I keep hearing them.
Oh, here it is.
So what did scare
Oh,
Alfred, I found another body. The mutilation pattern looks to be identical to the previous murder victim.
Then it appears Gotham does indeed have a serial killer in its midst. And here I was thinking this evening couldn't get any worse.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers.
Jeeps. Oh, that is one right there. Okay. A.
An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive.
And nothing down there. Next layer. This panel down. Is there anything? Oh, just
The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite.
oh. Obviously, I'm seeing something in some layer. So we've got, we've got that layer. There should be something in this layer, I believe. That's just things. I believe is the muscle layer. Anything. Does not see anything. Oh wait, what's that?
There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade.
Alfred,
Wow.
I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
Have you seen Batman's car? It turns into a tank. Where the hell does he get that stuff?
Four more until I get to find out who the killer is.
Bet my life on it, friend. Think about it.
And that's... Oh, I could finally take care of Firefly if I don't scrub again.
Fireflies at large. Where there's smoke, he'll have lit the flame.
I served my country, sacrificed everything, lost friends. Meant nothing to them. You know we've crossed the line. There's no going back. We won't be forgiven for what we've done here. I don't want their forgiveness. I want them to beg for their lives. Oh man, look at this place. It's gonna take more than Wayne's millions to clean up this mess.
No.
What's with all the green question mark crap around the place? Some sort of citywide art festival? Pretty damn pretentious if you ask me. Trust me, don't hit the bank. They're smoking.
Maybe that thing's a little too high. I agree.
The new car's just like the last one. Fast and dangerous. minutes before it rips through a bunch of drones.
Got Batman on my tail. I need backup here now. Support is on its way. Hang in there.
Damn it.
They will remember you, Master Bruce, I promise. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
I did that one, yes. But I failed that and...
I'm going to search the city's rooftops for Azrael's burning bat symbol. Let's see if he's ready.
Yeah, that got rid of the gas, but doesn't matter. The Scarecrow hit the city. Now everyone from to Keystone knows they're not safe. Boss, move! I'm going!
Calling all support teams. Enemy vehicle in pursuit. Send reinforcements ASAP. I'm taking damage!
Come on.
Whatever it takes!
Do that.
Taking fire!
Ready?
Batman's taking out the support! Support down! I'm gonna lose him on the back street! Just took a hit!
Yeah, there you go.
The militia's lieutenants are all but wiped out.
Jeez. Really, shooting a tank is what you thought was going to work.
Firefly's targeting the city's fire stations. Find the smoke and I'll find him.
Back up! He's gonna get him! Thanks!
Ah, great. Where's this person?
What do you mean, possible sighting of a second Batman?
Yeah, it's on the other side of this. No. And it's on top.
Heads up! Batman's here!
Alfred, we can add
here
a
it
third
is.
victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body.
The thing is, seems like this person has got an actual face put on top of him. One thing.
I've seen that pattern of scar tissue before. It's a bite mark. Analyzing its radius points to a species of Selachomorpha. This particular variety of shark is only found in the waters off the coast of North Gotham.
It's another tooth muscle. Oh. Oh, that's the eye.
The victim is
Replacement?
fitted with an ocular prosthesis. This specific type of medical-grade acrylic was used only once during a trial 5 years ago. Signs of trauma to the upper arm. At some point, titanium screws had been implanted to repair a fractured humerus. Alfred, the victim's name is Lisa Mendez.
She had quite a troubled upbringing, sir. Orphaned age 9, foster homes, drug abuse. She developed a talent for surfing, hence the shark attack. Tragically, it's also how she lost her boyfriend. She was working for a Christian charity in Tucson, Arizona, when she went missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them.
Oof. 3 more victims.
Looks like it's all on Scarecrow now.
I'm going to investigate the body I found overlooking Divinity Churchyard. There's a killer at large. He must be stopped.
If we catch the bat, no reason we can't have a little fun before we hand him over. The hell is that? It's a bat.
To think.
Alfred, I found a 4th victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce. All we can do is hope this body yields some clues as to the
Effective.
killer's identity.
Okay.
This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive. Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo.
Kidney?
The position of this scar indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys.
Oh, head injury. Oof.
A plate made of tantalum, used here for a cranial fracture, most probably the result of a boxing accident. The victim's calloused knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter. Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
Have you found anything linking the victims?
I can find no personal or professional links between the victims, but they each went missing near state parks or playing fields.
Try and find anything connecting those places.
Of course, sir. I'll look into it.
Let's see another one.
Abducting people and mutilating their bodies. I'm going to find this killer, Alfred.
I think his penchant for opera is a clue, sir.
Opera house, maybe? Last really
Bad things ain't our way. Scarecrow's not done yet.
Now to locate the commander and finish this. I should find the commander's controller and shut this checkpoint down.
I
back,
just got one
take
of
him.
those.
It won't do any good.
Scarecrow had a unit on the roof. I saw it. The old man shot the bat. Didn't see that coming.
Damn it. Okay.
Oh, crap!
You know what?
It's Batman! Get us out of here!
Okay, no, that's.
I have begun the hack, Master Bruce. Tanks incoming, sir, with aerial drones for backup.
Alpha targets on Perdition Bridge. I got him.
You're too far away, sir. They'll detonate the device.
Rattler down. Alpha target hit. Going for the kill. Lost the Mamba drone.
Yeah.
Batman's taken out a drone. Lost the Rattler. Armor breach on Mamba drone. I've lost the drone. Mamba down. Dragon's been taken out. Target strike. Mamba's been hit. Direct hit on a Rattler.
There.
Unit on
The
Perdition
bomb's
Bridge
payload is
destroyed.
exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You've safely destroyed the bomb, sir, despite the malicious, determined efforts.
Damn machines! I'll put up more of a fight, Batman, when the time comes.
So I found this little question mark statue, right? Cool. I thought it was a little Gotham souvenir. They damn near electrocuted me when I did that.
No, what? Beth. Guy's down again.
Where were you based? Miagani. I was running support of the APCs. You seen Batman? Not up close. Don't know anyone who has and can talk about it. Think he's as good as they say? Hoping we don't have to find out. Listen, specs on the Bat's transport is toast. That intel's old. He's doing things in that car we weren't briefed on. There's a lot of things we weren't briefed on. Look, if he's smart, he'll stay away. Fry his ass.
Oh, is this
Don't scare me. This is
seriously?
our city. We get to terrorize it. No one else.
I do believe this is the Two-Face mission.
Scarecrow must be pissed. He had another commander all lined up. Besides, he's gearing up for the endgame.
Really? I can't just... Come on.
Starting to think maybe I gotta sniff that gas.
I guess just take her to Firefly.
Going on. It's Batman. Step on it. Oh crap!
Yeah, here it is.
It's him. Don't worry, he ain't catching us.
Come on. Number 3?
You're going back to jail, Lynn.
Scarecrow promised me Gotham. Tinder for my flame.
Oh, he lied.
Fire is pure, Batman. Pain is purifying.
Not make promises that you cannot keep. That's big.
Gotham will burn. Drown in flames. You'll be cinders when I'm done. You can't hold a candle to me. Give up and burn.
And stay down.
Gotham
Lock him up.
No!
Batman. On your feet, Lynn.
You will burn for this. All of you!
Been wanting to add this to the collection for a while. Keep kicking ass out there, Batman.
Ah, third-degree burns. The cracked, leathery skin. That delightful, waxy sheen. If I had to choose, I think burns would probably be my favorite scar tissue. Well, burns and mental scars. Right, Bruce?
Only you, Joker. No, I guess
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
I don't care if Scarecrow wants him alive. He should pay for what he's done. Freaking panic attacks, freaking fear gas. I barely breathe a whiff of this stuff.
Alright, hospital. Come on, it was on my speed.
Batman, he's here! You can't hurt me! Crush him! You're gonna run! No! Switching weapons! Smash him into the ground! Too easy! Pathetic! Now isn't? I'll destroy you, Bat! We trained for this moment, Batman. Prepare to die! Take your best shot!
It's been a long rivalry, Bat. But this is the only way it could end.
Oh, I have 11 to spend. It would be a good. Oh, actually, honestly, you know what that is gonna be. I can still actually grab this. Alright, that would have been a good upgrade, but you can grab that some other time.
I like Batman's old car. You know, it had a kind of retro classic car thing. Turned into a freak
what?
You know what? I don't care if it's a tank or a car anymore, so long as I never see it again.
See, I didn't get to the second. We're doing. Actually,
The knight gets another shot at the bat, and he blows it. I can't believe I looked up to that guy.
this was for you, but it's a bummer. So.
Come back again. Third time's a charm.
I'm going to make an attempt. This goes badly, well then, yeah, I don't know why.
I swear, running out of a mole. But he wasn't the knight anymore, you know? Batman! It's not a freaking tank!
Whee! Dude. It makes this so much easier. Dude.
Time to find the commander and shut this place down.
No, wrong thing.
Scarecrow pulling it.
Where's this guy? Now, can I do this crushinator?
You've still got a lot to prove, Batman. I only fight the best.
Yep.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore.
Whatever. As if you purposely made those easy.
Another racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design.
Oh.
I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself.
Of course you did.
I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be crap. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, detective. A stain on my floor. You'll be crushed, flattened, pulverized. Any second now. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure.
And that's it.
No, Batman, you can't drive through solid objects. It's really basic physics. Enough! Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Yay, this.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Oh, shit. So.
Riddle me this. What has a cape?
And here we go.
Yep, here we go indeed. And I'm assuming I would have to redo it if I fail.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions.
Oof.
Simulation activated.
Ah, come on. No. Nope, this is a fail. No, I do want to restart.
Simulation activated.
Come on, just... Oh, so it doesn't crush me. That's really lovely.
Simulation activated.
Diamond Crusher.
Simulation complete.
3 stars, but beat somebody.
Simulation activated.
Damn it, I believe I can do this. I suppose I can.
Simulation activated.
Oh, come on. Just do this now.
Simulation complete.
Just barely. But I got 3 stars. That's all I care about. Okay, so now let's leave.
I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Ooh. Wow. We're going to the casino now? Ooh. Betting I own it. I am still tracking, yes.
Riddler's trial's in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Really this close?
Oh, Detective,
Okay.
I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one.
Oh, yeah, they're used. Okay then. So what am I supposed to? Oh, am I supposed to be getting power to that? I'm gonna take. Supposed to be getting power to this thing. Okay, this is a chain.
Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science.
This thing?
Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying
Maybe.
through the possibilities.
Okay then. Flying butt. Am I supposed to be the one who's flying, or I'm supposed to make the car fly?
Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber.
I'm assuming I'm supposed to be hitting that. Come on.
Good, Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. only mammals capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on insects, whereas you prefer to live off undeserved praise. Creatures known to prey on bats include hawks, owls, some spiders, falcons, and, oh yes, of course, me. It must feel wonderful, Detective, floating majestically over a city filled with your minute inferiors. Much like being me. How does that cape work? Shape memory fibers? Some sort of collapsible harness? An arrogant insistence that the laws of gravity do not apply to you?
Am I injecting too late or something? Yeah, definitely too late. Come on.
You remind me of another plucky young man who likes strapping on a pair of makeshift wings. What was his name? Oh yes, that's right. Icarus. It's a classical reference, you uncultured brute.
Turn it too high.
You can't do it, can you? Does this mean I've won? Yes! Yes! I've won! It feels empty, hollow. Too soon.
Damn it.
Look, just hit this switch and I'll adjust the difficulty of the challenge to kindergarten level. Kindergarten. Got there eventually, Detective, making you literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. Your next key awaits you. Key.
I can't leave until I've helped Selena choose her key.
Okay.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Do you think he's smart enough?
Okay.
This one again?
Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Oh, great. Intro to physics, of course.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
Yeah, of course. This is the type of fun I love.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Celine is waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Miss Kyle.
Scarecrow near the end of that. Now the target's back.
Got it? Oh, I cannot do this. Power?
Scarecrow's gonna beat him, I know it. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of tired of all this rioting.
What? I have no idea. Let's just deal with this.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Make them wear this, and then call the facts.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what?
Wow.
Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Jeez, so nonchalant. Okay, whip and then bullets. Sure. Makes sense.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Batman, she's being sarcastic.
Hey, don't shove.
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you?
Okay, so where does this start? Is my question. You know, that's where we're getting it. Oh. Oh, okay. Goes over. Then I need to get on this one. Nope, I am. There. Shit. Good. First time through it. Perfectly fine, actually. Go there. Make it 2 and who is that one part? Let me get here. First. Anyway, okay, one thing I'm starting to learn, don't go behind, go in front. That is. Everything's gone, okay then. Now we clear to do this. Okay then, now it's cleared. Let me set on this one. That is cleared, so let me enter here right now. That is cleared and yeah. There we go. Isn't that hard?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way.
Hey, that was easy. Oh, it's a trick, isn't it?
Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities. There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
I'll take the red one.
All the dangerous battles combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank you. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Three.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
Wait, he's there. Ooh.
Great news, Bat. I was just hanging out in hell, you know, 'cause you killed me and sent me there, and you'll never guess who I saw. That's right, your dead girlfriend, Talia al Ghul. Don't worry, I asked, and she's totally cool with Cat Lady having a go on the old scratchy host. She also says, ow, ow, is this a bullet in my sternum or a broken heart?
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
Back up! He's gonna get us! No chance! Damn it! Get out! Go! Run! Go!
Rain.
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective, and I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect.
Wow. You're just mad and jealous and beating these riddles. Puzzles. What do I call them?
Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Careful, detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside. Don't leave me hanging, detective. The answer is right above your nose. Above your nose.
Yep. This one's
Careful, detective, or those blades will open up the car like a tin can. You being the expired hunk of stale meat inside.
come on. Oh.
Well done, detective. I think you're getting the hang of it.
Riddle me this. What's dead? You!
You know what? Go fuck yourself, Riddler.
Welcome, detective, to the drain.
Oh. There's something I wanted to get. What was I wanting to get? Oh, this. And I could really got that one. I could.
I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, detective. Lower the water like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, detective. What do bats do when they're at home?
They hang.
That's one Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friends? I wanted you to destroy the robots. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. Don't think I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, Detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short. You are barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. You know, the line between perfectly designed riddle and unfair death trap really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie, can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed?
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Eddie.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Advanced death traps.
Your death was inevitable, I'm afraid. A statistical certainty.
America. Please don't me. I have to do any of these riddles again. Aha. That's 6.
Hey, Eddie, can't we play a different game? Old.
Okay.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating.
Come on.
And they say black cats are bad luck.
Well, I mean, you look at where you've gotten yourself into.
Another key, well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Eddie?
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
Yeah, what a surprise indeed. Oh, do I actually... I think I manually drive it up. There we go.
I have
Let's
always
hear
been the
him
smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Ooh, yeah, I love these trials.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
I'm here. I don't get why I can't. Wait, right. Selena has a bomb collar on her. As I'm sure I could have easily just driven them a blow to the front porch.
Make them wear this, and then call them back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes. So Joker dies, takes half the crime in Gotham with him, and I don't hear from you for months. What's that about?
I've been busy.
Look, I know you two were close, but you've got to get back out there. Meet new maniacs. You can't mourn him forever.
He left some loose ends behind.
Yep, definitely some, like, the fact that he's driving him crazy.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Batman, I need you to stay here.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
How do you think?
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like. Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Okay. No. No. One.
Nearly there, Selena.
Straight one from the back. Five. Over.
Done on this side.
One over three.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations! And now your reward. Robot!
Wanna help?
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
One more left. And then she's free. You know who
When
we're
I get out of
going
here,
after that?
I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Oh yes! Most definitely doing that.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Of course it is.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up. But Just be careful while you do it, okay?
I mean, in a way, that was a sincere apology from her.
This is your chance with Catwoman, Batsy. She's vulnerable.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal.
Trapped in an abandoned
Okay,
orphanage.
Riddler. This game ends
Sure
now.
romance to me. Speaking of which, I went back to the afterlife to check on Talia, and, well, we got to talking about how you basically murdered us both. She started crying, so I went to comfort her, and, well, before I knew it, one thing led to another, and... The thing is, Talia and I just want you to be happy. I tell the little pussycat how you feel while you still can, Batsy. Because when I take over your body...
Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go! You see what that thing does to cars? I ain't staying to find out. Chill out. Go, go!
Condemned.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course, a symbol of your failure.
Yeah, I think not then. Ooh, another race.
My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Teutoburg, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. To clarify, Detective, this bit is not the surprise. Behold your doom! What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death! I calculated the curvature precisely! I've got the equations right here!
I'm going to die due to
I
some
don't understand.
turn.
How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you?
If only.
It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. Farewell, Dark Knight. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. I know you will. Goodbye. Stop not dying!
Alright,
Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman.
Yeah, no.
I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Dark Knight. Your penance for failure will be journeying back to the start of the course.
It's this one. Oh, I see this guy.
I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury.
Come on, no.
Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. God, I knew you'd fail. Never doubted it for a moment. By all means, fail as much as you like.
Come.
Careful, Detective. I'd like the car to be working when I'm done with you.
As if you're gonna be getting it anyways.
Done. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be. Hurry up, Detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Come on, detective. Back to the start of the course. Back to the start of the course. Don't be ashamed to have failed, detective. This isn't a racetrack. It's an immaculately constructed work of art. It is perfection. Learn how to drive. Come now, detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. You did it. You did it. The key. Now you collect the key. Those are the rules, and I have to follow the rules, don't I?
Okay, almost there.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go.
Come on. Please be the right one.
Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam. To take my final exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room.
Great. Fine. क्या करते हैं बोलो?
Have a photographic memory, detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Yeah, whatever.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
Thing of flatness! It's a bat! He's tailing us! Put your foot down! Go!
Come on.
It doesn't take much to tame a cat. Makes it
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
Thank you for that. Assault.
This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Yeah, of course.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid 15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea.
Oh, good. He doesn't want us to go in. Guess I'll be heading home then, Eddie?
There'll be a way in.
Riddle me this. How can you play my game when you've already been barred?
Play my.
Perhaps you're looking at this conundrum the wrong way. You can't go through it, children. And no, you cannot tunnel under it either.
We need to stop some of the cubes from moving when I fire the charge.
I'm guessing that is my job.
Can you find a way in?
Master plan. Wow, it feels much quicker. Running especially. That is electrocuted. So, oh, wrong thing.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him. How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings.
Great. That's the wrong one.
You will not win this!
Alright, that's good enough. So, come here. This that way, then you move and stay there. Idea how this is how it's supposed to be done, but it works.
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
Oof. Okay. So, I'm needing is one. More assigned to that. Bring this over. Bring those. Okay then. So, Selena. Both those go over, and then this one stay.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself.
Is that just something I need to net loop now? Oh, spikes are gone. Okay. Hey.
Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for?
I don't know. Maybe a private room?
So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
No, great, couldn't and that easy.
Cheater!
Oh, now you've done it.
You chancing, bumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed the suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses, so please understand.
All yours!
That this is an intellectual victory above all. This is the end! My apotheosis!
Finally!
Decipher this! You think me outwitted? Prepare to be outfeated! Enough! This is beneath me. You are beneath me. You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl.
Oh, okay then. So yeah, there's really nothing that's keeping us here.
Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
Great, so now I need to do... me.
Alfred, I'm heading back.
No, you're not.
To GCPD.
What you're doing is ending this stream and this video